Hi everyone, we are back on to the project and we are very excited because we finished the report and we are moving forward. In this uh, section of the video, we're going to learn about make a presentation for your report with the Google Slides. Now we look at what stage we are up to. Your team had submitted completed report to your supervisor. They gave the feedback, you improved it, you submitted. Now you got your marks because it's a learning activity, got feedback as well, so you know what is where you lacking it. You can still make it up in the next phase where supervisor asks you to make a presentation for your work. So later on you will use this presentation to the class where he's going to mark or she's going to mark your work of presentation, because this is going to happen more and more in the future, especially when you're working online and studying online. So in this part of it, we're not going to present. Firstly, we're going to make a presentation. So let's make a presentation, and we are going to use a sample project report from the past. So we will provide you that report as well, so you can practice the same thing, but later on you can apply the learning to your own project. Let's get going. The link of the report is given here as well, so it's okay. What are the steps to make a presentation? Firstly, we make a new presentation. As usual, we share with the team and supervisor. Choose layout. We will learn what's a layout mean, and a theme as well. In the level 1, we go to each slide and just put a heading, this slide title, which is more like a heading in the document we used to have. I want to add one thing here. Your presentation is nothing more than the visual representation of your report. Your report is a sequential document written in detail, and this one is more like a pictorial. Palm cards, in the past we used to use it, but that text, you say it in a scheme form, not detail, scheme form. And let's in a level 2, when you have a, like we had a 5 section, let us put this way. In our report, there'll be about 7 slides here, because you need a title slide, you might have a question answer, or you might have reference or something you can't finish in one slide. So that is the average. You need to look at it, and also you need to ask your supervisor, how much time do I have? Because you don't want to make a very big presentation and you only got 5 minutes. What are you going to do? So better to plan it accordingly. And every time supervisor give different timing based on how many projects there, how much time they have. So you should be able to finish your presentation within time. So in a level 2, you add slide contents. Basically, you convert paragraphs into bullet points. This is very important. This is a art you need to learn. Don't dump paragraphs from Word or a doc to the slide. That's we will talk more about it. And the level 3, after you've done it, now you're gonna beautify it. You put some images there. This is one of the key requirement. Let me move this guy up. So you make it basically visually beautiful. And why do we do that? Remember, when you present showing something on the screen, there are 3 kind of people. One, people who familiar with the color and look and feel. The second one, they visual, they look at images, colors more. Than the third one is a readers. So you need to take care of 3 kind of audiences in the one slide. Okay, so there are some auditory people who listen more, look less. I'm a visual, I scan quickly and then I listen. So you might be different in class, there might be different kind of students. The bonus activity, you can put, add a YouTube clip or animation or a table or a sheet, link sheet. You can do all that. So that will be bonus. It depends how much you have a time on. And the also level 1, level 2, level 3 is a batch approach. You don't work on a one slide, make a heading, make a bullet, and make an image. This is not recommended. The reason why, because if you make a level 1, all the slides are, you make it, you have peace of mind. My presentation complete on a level 1. So if you have to rush and present, you have something to complete. When you add the bullet points, all of them, you still have, if just in case you don't have enough time, you can still present. Obviously images will add a value. So that beauty part you do right at the end, like we did in a report. Let's get going. We do that practically. We go to our folder and we create a document. That's what you're going to do it. You go to a Google Drive, and you create a new folder. Sorry, no, new slide right here. Create and share. Why I say that? Because I already shared this folder. It's telling me that created item will have the same sharing permission as a selected folder. Because this is another trick on the sidekick I'm sharing. If you're working in a team, it's better to share the whole folder rather than one item at a time. Because then whatever you create within that folder will also be shared automatically. You don't have to do it. But I'm going to show you how to share this single document. Okay, I got a slide ready, same like this. Firstly, share it. As soon as you share, it's asking first name it. And this one is about, project is about, I should have shown you the project. We can still do it. It's okay, we can. I even don't know the name, so I go back, skip it, come back to it. So this is a report. Let's have a look at the report first. This is the previous one, so don't look at it. This report, assignment, this one. This is a report done by someone, been graded as well. I removed the grade and you can look at it. So this was title page and have an image of the only file is report introduction. So there'll be a slide for introduction. Excuse me. Then we have a slide for STEM versus STEAM, and then we have project-based PBL, how PBL help in studies, and then we have, there's 7 pages, return on investment using STEM in schools. So these are my whole approach, and then it should have references somewhere. It's not there. Anyway, we're not going to use references in a slideshow. There's no point putting references anyway. So this is the STEM and PBL project. Share. I'm going to put team name was NoTech. Title of the project, in this case, STEM and PBL, and we use the same. So why we do that? Because your teacher gonna receive a lot of projects, so he knows which team, what product, and who are the members. So it's easy for him to mark. Now I save it and I go there. I send to my partner. I say, look, here you go, Suji, you got the access to the. He's gonna look at it, presentation, and open it. I already text him. I just say, I'm gonna communicate with him. Hey, I started the project presentation. Presentation please review it. So his job is to keep looking at it. If you really want to send an email, you can just, oh, he's already here, so don't need to sign it, or just leave it there. That's good. So what we're going to do, the second part is we look at it in our project, say we're done 2 of them. Choose layout. I choose theme. Actually, I need a theme. So how do we do the theme? Themes are all here. I'm going to make it a little smaller. Theme mean the visual representation of your slide. There are here many of them. You pick one. I like this one. I like purple is my favorite color anyway. Now it's a title slide. We go there, we put the same thing. I normally copy that. Control V, Shift V, so I don't carry. So I'm gonna look like this one. And this one, never put your name too big. It shows the arrogance, the thing like you think of yourself. And these, you put the word by, so they're gonna present. Your project is important. Your thing is. I'm giving you some quick shortcut key. How you can make text make bigger and smaller. It is called Shift Control less than and greater than sign on the keyboard. I write it down for you as a tip. Control plus Shift plus this arrow or this arrow. Remember, depends. This will make smaller, and this one make bigger. Okay, this tip also stay with you. I'm going to make it so small so it won't bother you. Okay, and this will go smaller as well because it's project name. Oops, wrong key. And I press a little enter so it go away. This one I can make it bold, make it a little bigger, keep going. So this is ready. One slide done. How to create a new slide? You can insert a new slide, or you just press Control M. Or you can duplicate as well. Okay. New slide, Control M. Oops, I made it by mistake. I can delete it. There's nobody stopping me. New slide is going to open a new slide. See, it's different design now. And based on different things, you do choose different design. Where this come from, I'll show you. Firstly, I need to finish my quick thing. I'm going back to my report. Where is that? Okay, I need to, okay, next one we have introduction. Okay, I make introduction in my slide. Then I go next slide, Control M. What was the next thing to? Actually, I can get from here. I don't need to go there. I'm dumping it. I'll fix it up later. Control V, Shift V. So we get the color. Otherwise, I show you the difference. If you don't press Control Shift V, and if you do paste, see, it doesn't take the current style. It's used the whatever the in the document was there. Where this come from? Is this? Hang on a second. I'm in a different document now. Okay. Stem versus team. We go there. We stick to this one. New slide, Control M. I know my keyboard shortcut, and just Control Shift V, and I go back to this, copy, oops, wrong one. I press Control N. Where I had to press Control N, you come here now, and Control Shift V, and we're almost there. There's another one. We go back there. Actually, pause the video because I'm just repetiting the work, and you complete it all. Okay, we made these 7 slides, and we chose the theme, so we close this one so we get more space. And how to present it? Let's say you got no time, suddenly you realize it's the last day, I can present because I know my report, and we talk about it. I did it twice like that. So I just presented like that, and I can see it's working with a down arrow, page up, page down, with the mouse click, all take to the next slide. So it's working, and that's it. This is the last slide. Now this in the second stage, we press escape to go back to edit mode because that was presentation mode. So this is how you present. Where we are now, we go back to our slideshow where it says what to do. We finished level 1, we're going level 2. Add slide contents. That is tricky. You have to read it. So I only show one, and then I do it and show you the finished one, because otherwise this video will take too long for you to watch. But you have to complete yours. So go back to this, go back to slide 2. This guy been jumping up and down. Okay, I go back to my report. This is a very critical step for you to look at it, because you can't copy paste like that. Let me show you one of the projects if I could find. Not bothered, but wanted to show you who somebody done it. Never mind. They just had a whole paragraph there, and then start reading when they're presenting. So that's where each paragraph should be converted into one line. Let's do it. Recent studies shows that Australian students are declining in their interest in a maths and science area, as contrast to computer studies where they don't want to leave computer and tablets. The main reason is they study find them more interactive, engaging, but they're most used. So this is art to say math and science versus computer studies. This is the main theme of the whole paragraph. Okay, so that's what I need to convert into. This will give me enough clue why I'm presenting. Always use the bullet point, and then I'm writing now. Copy paste as well, but it's not very long text. So math and science versus computer studies. Ideally, in one slide, there should not be more than 25 words. And also, you never write sentences. Capitalization is everywhere because it's a bullet point. The other thing I'm going to show you very advanced, and this is very powerful. Now you see the text is very small for me. It's only 18. I want a 24, and I have to do in every slide that thing. So one way, if it's a 7 slide, I can make this one the way I want and then copy to other slide. The other thing what you need to look at it is a very powerful. You go slide and you can change. Actually, leave it. It's going to be advanced for you, but you can change the default. So this is one bullet. I look at back my report, and then I see young innovators come up with the inquiry based learning activity to create their interest in science and math. Okay, how do we do that? Young innovators idea of inquiry based learning. Use abbreviation because you're going to speak it. In the report, you can't write like that because they want to know what it is because nobody's presenting. This will create a uh, the interest. They want to know what does that mean. So if you put a full paragraph, they can read themselves. Why are you presenting there? So that's the whole idea. Now I pause the video. You got the idea. I'm going to complete it. Firstly, I'm showing you, make it a little bigger. Is Control Shift, right arrow. This is looks decent. Okay. I'm going to pause the video, finish this quickly, and then show you something. Okay, we are back and look at this presentation now. What we did, we went to the report and we got the main ideas copy and paste in the terms of sentences. If you look at the presentation, it's got math and science versus computer studies. Look at this one. You pick the sentences, see the full stop, small writing. What's going to happen in the presentation when you're presenting, you're going to read from the screen and people can read at the same time. What's the difference? You're not making any impact. You're not using your own language. You're using book language or written language. So what are we saying? We convert this into this like this one. Let's go and show you the next one. Same thing is here, long sentences, more than 25 words. Look at this one, same issue. Look at this one. And I'll show you how we can convert like we did the first two lines. That is art that required interactively. That's the team is required. They think how we're going to present, make an impact, because now you need to, it's like a convincing someone, telling them we got something to share, bro. So here we go. So we go back and we do the same thing. We take this one. Like the main reason is their students find them more than what they expect in a good way. Simply, we can just say students find computers more interactive. More interactivity for students. You keep doing it every time you do it, less words, easy to say, easy to look at it, but at the same time, people will look at to listen to you because that doesn't say much. I normally put funny kind of things like 3-2-3. They want to know what's a 3-2-3. 3 mean you need 3 things to achieve 2 things and 3 things to follow up. That's in my head. So they will listen to me. That is just a clue word to help me to stay on my topic. Okay, Young Innovators Network come up with their inquiry based learning. Young Innovators IP, the what do we call IBL or PBL. Okay, so we go back and you watch the video, and where is the to pause kind of thing? Just I want to pause it and give me a second. Oops, we got on the wrong one. We close this and we come here. We're going to the wrong area. We're working on this. See, we can stop. Okay, we are back again. It took a while, but that was important to, it's art as well. It takes with the practice, but when the team working together, you can achieve that easy. Now it's got a less word, more prominent, more visual, because you are the one they need to listen to. Okay, so this is the conclusion part. We still left it. I think this is we covered in a 6. delete that. So there are 6 slides. They're given us 5 minutes. So one slide will be for 1 minute. So that gotta be different challenge altogether. Now we've finished the level 2. Now we are going to work. See, we get from the report paragraphs under headings. So we convert it into bullet points. And level 3 says add images to each slide to complement the contents. This is the requirement from the minimum requirement. And how do we do this? Very simple. We come here. We want to make it visually decline. We have one image. I think we have. I click on it and I use explore. I selected it. It's giving me layouts. I'm not interested. Let me do something. I got an image. I want to paste it first before I lose it. Okay, I got that one. I'm closing explore at the moment, but I'm going to get some images just to make it funky. If I have in my report, let me see if I have anything in my report, which I think we closed it. So I can use that image, but otherwise I can copy and go to insert. Remember that we use in the report as well. You can just go and search on the web, and I just do search it and I got some data. Okay, I pick some data, or maybe this one. Ideally it should come from your report, but for the practice purpose we clicked on the interest and we say oops, it's I think another language. We go back again to insert image. This time we're going to pick anything because we are practicing. If we will be spending time, and we click on insert, is fetching from the internet, downloading, and we have a similar image next as well. We leave that image. I don't know what it is, but we just want to create some sort of impact. The other thing which you can do very quickly to make it visually presentable, the slide 3 is already pretty good. Slide 4 we have pretty dry. You can revamp it using explore button, which is right there. It will offer, come on, it will offer funky kind of layouts based on your contents. You can look at it without adding a picture. I can get this kind of thing. It makes my thing smaller. You look at which one, oh, it suits us, and you can tweak it by just using the control shift or like a little bit. By using too much keyboard, I selected all with the control A, but it's got something there. And I can also pick one of the words and search there. I go insert image from web, and we just go there, put there. So this is theme. I like this one. So insert it. You can also drag and drop, make it smaller. All right. You can move this little down. So these kind of thing you can play, but I'm just going to show you. You can insert anything in these slides. Same thing here. It's already occupied. I can make a little different thing this time. Every time I'm going to show you different thing, so you get the idea. I'm going to change the background, make it a visually more appealing, and this one I'm going to make it use light colors. I want to make two boxes same, and because this learning going outside, I make a little font smaller. That'll do. And this one, even I can make a little funky as well by changing the, okay. So by doing this little thing, it looks a different thing altogether. And if you still want to do something, you can go insert image, and you can see how it doesn't take long. It all depends how much time you got. You can keep doing it, but the good thing is, even without doing this, our presentation was a complete, not the best, not the best one. Like, we like this one, this is real human, they will love it. And you can put it in images, different location. This is a funny one. I show you another technique. There's a lot of things you can do with the, see the, you're interested into this one, and this is extra. You can crop it. The crop go here. You take out the portion you don't need. Okay. Even we still can't get them out. There's another thing you can do. You go here, draw a arrow. You can put this image inside a shape. How's that? And I can move that maybe somewhere here, or maybe do it the way around. Make it to the back. You use, play with these thing which is coming on to the right click. Doesn't look nice. So what are we gonna do? What option we have? Make it smaller, and now it looks all right. What else? So we are up to slide 4, I guess. We can set slide number. Why they are not there? Insert slide number. You can choose on, apply. Where they are appearing? Oh, here. You can make bigger if you want. And I think this last slide is recommendation. We put young innovators and search it if they have some kind of images to show them. That's not them. We're using our searching technique. We put more keywords. Not there. Let's try the last word, because these are very generic words. I think I put Australia wrong. Oh, that's really not what we wanted. Okay, that's a little bit of embarrassment. Leave it. So I think this is pretty good. Lesson learned. If we can't find something around that, then this is just a art. You do different thing, and you need a team. They will be doing different. One of the team members should be girl. That helps a heaps. They good with the colors and graphics. I don't see anything which is relevant. We put this thing there for the sake of practice. And you can have them here. Otherwise you can do this, that here. All right, Now it's a little bit better. There's some bonus things you can do as well. I just show you one, and then you can play with it using animation. How do we do this? When you're presenting, the, all the things come in a one go. That's what you don't want. You want to talk about this and then click on it. The next one come, next one come. How do we do this? I'm gonna only show one. I already show you a few things. So you click on it, you go insert, animate, you get the animate thing, and then you say fade in. There are a few things you can do. You play with it. Fade in on each click, one line comes by paragraph. Look at that. The picture and the heading come, and then you click on it, then you click on it. You do this when you don't want them to look at what you're going to say next. And you can do with all kind of things there. And there are other features there as well. Same thing with the slide. You can have transition, very nice. You can have dissolve, you have fade. I show you the flip one. I love it. And I'm going to apply it to all slides. Nice, isn't it? Oh, we didn't put any picture there. We had a report we could get from there. I'll leave it to you guys to look at. I'm trying to escape with the some way of form. It's not listening to me. We're back there, taking its time. So that's about it. Otherwise, you can explore a lot more in here. There are add-ons you can do, and you can have tools. It's a simple thing, and you can present to different things as well. You can present on Google Hangout, and that will be teach in the next one. Thank you very much. It's a long tutorial, but it's worth doing it because your presentation is very important. Some of the teachers just mark in the presentation. They judge you from the presentation that how is the quality of your report as well.